Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. It is Friday, and that means we are tag teaming those readings tonight, guys. And I will be joined here with Faith in just a second. Just to let everybody know, guys, we are doing another giveaway tonight. Remember, we will be doing giveaways all week for the whole season. So each week for each day, we're going to be giving away a small prize. And then at the end of season 2, which is the last day of May, when we go to the end, whoever jumped the most will receive an Apple iPad. Now, guys, I've heard it many times. They're like, oh, it's going to be Blanca. But, guys, there are other people that are in the running. So don't think. Keep doing. Remember, today is the very first day of each of our jumps. $1 of that donation is going to the Salvation Army, and it is going to help provide turkeys for the month of November. So we're going to raise money all this month of October. Guys, it is October, so that is a good thing. So I cannot wait for everybody to get that opportunity to share. And I know a lot of you guys are looking for those fun readings during this month. This is always like a super busy month. Guys, remember, be kind, be courteous. Remember to have your question ready. If you need to ask a mediumship question, guys, do remember you have to jump to ask a medium question. No general readings. Please have a specific question ready for us, and no medical, please. All right? So no medical questions, no general reads. Have a question that you have on your mind, because we're going to be able to connect to that energy the best. So, I mean, general reads, we could talk about all kinds of different things. And, you want to hear what you're wanting to hear. You're going to want to know what you're thinking about to get that answer. So just remember, that's what we're doing. Guys, we are doing a giveaway. So make sure that you guys stay tuned throughout the show. Right now is your chance to share, like, and subscribe. Guys, when you're on our YouTube channel, don't forget to like our videos. When you guys are on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Same thing with our Facebooks, like our posts and everything that we've got going on. Now, with no further ado, I'm going to bring it to the table. Dun, da, 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 my wonderful little co-host over here, little Miss Gifts of Faith. What's up, Faith?
Everybody, I'm not adjusted quite yet, so you might only see me on half the screen, but I'm working on it. I had a little bit of technical issues before the show. So.
All right. We got you. But it is Friday. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I got my pink on.
I got my pink on, and so do the moderators. The moderators got their pink on. They're ready to rock and roll. They are saying hi to everybody, guys. They will be in communication with you guys as we're trying to do readings and focus on jumps and things of that nature. They're going to be making sure that you guys have any kind of technical questions or anything like that. They'll be able to answer those in the back. Remember, all you got to do is say hi. You're automatically put on the list. We're going to go down that list as fast as possible. And guys, remember, free readings are 3 minutes long. That means you're going to get a minute and 30 seconds with Faith and a minute and 30 seconds with me. And we're going to go to the next question. If you jump, that question is as long as we need to take in order to answer that question. So we will announce the jumps. And guys, remember, we are human. We all have feelings, so be kind and courteous to everybody. All right. It is already a beautiful October. It was super cool today and very relaxed. My German Shepherd was definitely happy because she's got big, long, fluffy hair. So
My sister does too.
But your sister's got big fluffy hair?
No, my Shih Tzu.
Oh, your Shih Tzu. I thought you said your sister. I was like, it's not a very nice thing to say about your sister.
Jody, you know my sister. That's not nice.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I thought you were saying it. I didn't say it.
Oh, she might be watching. I don't know. Or she might still be at work. If you're watching, Christina, hi.
Oh, boy. She's going to yell at you for that.
Probably.
All right. Well, looking at everybody here, guys, remember, all you got to do is say hi. You'll get put on the list. If you'd like to jump, that make sure that'll guarantee your reading and get you ahead of everybody else that's on the list. So remember, jumps are awesome. And we do have a couple jumps already here. So we're going to take a look and see what we got going on here. That's not what I think it is. Okay. I'm just making sure, just looking at the jump list. I got no jumps at the moment, but guys, definitely click the link, let us know. And when you guys donate, just go ahead and say donated. We will make sure that we've got you on the list, because sometimes PayPal doesn't say the name that you use on like Facebook and things like that. So pay attention to the name that you use on PayPal, because that's the name we'll be calling out. Sometimes people get confused. They're like, wait a minute, that's not, why are you saying that name? Because it's the name you used. All right. Faith, are you ready to rock and roll this party?
I'm ready.
All
I got
right.
the snack for a commercial break, which is crab ragoon, frozen from P.F. Chang's.
Mom says hi, Faith.
Hi. Big hugs.
All right. Well, let's get this party started. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's start with the first person on our list here. All right. We're going to start with Miriam. Miriam, go ahead and throw out your question. And yes, we know that you jumped a little early, but we'll give you that couple minutes since we haven't seen you for a while. But, guys, it's 15 minutes ahead on YouTube. So you watch us on YouTube, you can message us 15 minutes early before the show starts to get on the list. Just a little FYI. So, Miriam, go ahead and throw us your question. Miriam, go ahead. Guys, remember, in between, it's going to be 30 seconds if you don't post your question. That's why we're calling out two names. Person after Miriam is going to be Jalapeno. So, Jalapeno, get your question ready. All right, no Miriam. Let's keep on going. Let's go with Jalapeno. Throw your question at us. Christina A., get your question ready. All right, we got Jalapeno here, so go ahead and throw her question. All right, it says, hi, before it was said I was going to find missing money that you saw in a drawer, but I haven't found any more info to help me out. Any messages from my sister? All right, so Jalapeno, we're just going to answer the first part. Mediumship is for jumps. All right, honey? So I'm going to start off right now with the energy that I see circling the money. It is there. For whatever reason, the way I'm seeing it is, I don't know if it's a junk drawer where you keep papers and things like that, but it's that's what it's showing me here. So it would be under some stuff, but the thing is that it's stuck. So it's back further in the drawer rather than being closer to the front. So just so you know, it is there. And I honestly want to say it's like maybe a nightstand or something to that nature, because it looks like it's freestanding. So I wouldn't say it was a kitchen drawer, or maybe possibly something in the garage. I just don't see it as something that's connected to the kitchen. So if you were looking for that money, I would definitely look in a different area than where you currently were, because I don't feel like you're going to find it in the drawers that you've recently searched. But I'm going to pass it over to Faith.
Hi, Alicia. So, I'm the one that said that I felt you were going to find some money that you didn't know you had. I actually said that a couple shows ago. I do think that it is in a drawer. This is a longer drawer. I don't think if you go looking for this, you are not going to find it. It's going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, I didn't know I had this. That's the kind of feeling that I got from it, because it was a random flash. It wasn't even a question that you asked. It came through that it was like something that you sat down, and just like Journey said, this is behind a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other papers, and it's a longer drawer. It reminds me of like honestly, it reminds me of a kitchen drawer, just the length of it, or like a bureau drawer. But this isn't something that if you go looking for it, you're going to find. It's going to be random. I think it's going to be anywhere between $100 and $200 is what I'm being shown. But it's not going to be, it's going to be when you least expect it, because I don't even think you know that it's in there, is what I'm saying to you. It's been in there for 3 to 6 months. So, I think you will find it. I don't know if it's going to be this. I think it's going to be another week, because I'm being shown between Thursday and Saturday. It might not be next week, but whatever week it is going to be between a Thursday and a Saturday. So I hope that helps you.
Says thank you. You are welcome, sweetheart. All right, let's keep on going here. I need Christina A to go ahead and throw us her question, and then Eeyore, aka Amy, get your question ready. You'll be right after Christina A. All right, guys. Christina says, what do the next 3 months bring between Ivan and me? All right, so the energy that I see circling around with you and Ivan is communication. Communication is starting. So I'm not currently seeing that it's there, because I'm not seeing any communication at the moment. That's because I see him wrapped up with being uncertain of himself is what it's showing me here. This time it's not about finances. It's not about, anything else other than him trying to figure out where he stands at the current moment, how he feels at the current moment. These are, I would say, a deeper emotion about, do I want somebody in my life? He's starting to feel lonely is what it's showing me here. So this is where that door opens for you guys to have that deeper communication. This is how he's going to break open those emotions that he holds back. But it's showing here the start of communication. But I'm going to tell you, it comes with being depressed. She's like, yeah, he's stubborn, Absolutely. But these are different emotions. This isn't about the stubbornness. This isn't about finances. It's about him and where he's at and where he wants to be at that point. So I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Faith, what do you got?
Just like Journey said, I think right now he's very lonely. I see him reflecting a lot. Okay, like I feel a lot of reflecting, and I even see late at night, like when he's by himself, or I don't know if he's laying down or what, but I see it being nighttime. It's dark, and he gets kind of sad because he's thinking about where his life is at, and I really feel like, you guys are somewhat on repeat because he can't express himself, but this is different. Like Journey said, it's there's a void in him. Like, I feel him praying. Whatever way he prays, I feel him praying and just not being certain of his life. And, he's been thinking a lot about the situation with you and just other things. And I think that he is going to start to come forward a little bit more, but it's still going to be a push and pull thing where he comes a little bit forward and a little bit back, because just like Journey said, he's uncertain of himself as a person
Yes,
and
I've
of
been
where his
praying
life
too.
is going.
Wow.
And of where his life is going. So it's a lot of things. I would just say, hang in there. You guys have been on a rocky road, off and on with all this, but this is different because he has a really deep, so.
Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and check the jump list, guys. There is no debit. It's our credit link that you guys can use. It's PayPal. They're the processor for the site. So, guys, please just go ahead and use the link. For the show, we don't have a different processor for the show. PayPal's our only processor.
And PayPal's pretty easy to use.
Yes, it's
you can even use them if you don't have an account. So
right. Okay, so our next person on the list is Eeyore, aka Amy, and then Kara Torres. Get your question ready. You'll be right after Eeyore. Got Spirit in here already. It's already started, Faith.
oh Lord.
It's already starting. All right, so we've got Eeyore here. Eeyore says, had a vivid dream last night that I remember very well. Just curious if it's comfort or foreshadowing things. So what I got with your dream is that it's a little bit of comforting. It's the way that you're processing things, and I want you to take in the symbolism, not knowing the symbolism in order to help you, because dreams aren't actual, they're not factual, they are not happening in real life. They are happening within your self-conscious. So it's hard for us to determine exactly what's going on in this dream. But to me, this is how you're accepting and dealing with the situation. So in a sense, yes, it's comfort. So you can process things to get through it. And that's how we process things throughout our lives, as we dream in symbolism, so we can, understand the things that are ahead of us and what we're supposed to be, being a part of here, and how to accept things, because it's easier for us to process that type of stuff while we sleep. If we didn't have our dream states, we'd be going insane. So I do believe this is a lot of you accepting and dealing with what's going on, and that's what I got. I'm going to pass it over to Faith and see what Faith's got for you.
I'm going to be really honest, Amy. I don't have much more to add except to say, honestly, I really do agree with Journey. This is a comfort thing for you. This is totally comfort and peace. And I just keep seeing, symbolically, arms are being wrapped around you, like to comfort you, because you've been having a stress level and you're taking on everybody else's stress around you too. And this is to let you know that everything is going to be okay. That's really what I'm getting. So.
All right. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. Let me get my face back on the screen. And she said, it had people I know, which was odd because I usually don't see who is in the dream. And yeah, so in the dream, you're dreaming about people that you haven't been around in a long time. So this is just a way for you to process. This is almost like you've pulled back, and your mind is letting you know that you've pulled back away from people. It's not necessarily a bad thing when you're going through something that is a little bit more strenuous, a little more stressful. So It's showing that you're accepting that I've pulled back. It's okay. You're being told in your mind that it's okay, that what you're doing is okay. All right. She says, thanks so much. You are welcome. All right. I need Megan Thompson to go ahead and throw us her question. She jumped the list. Megan, go ahead and throw us your question. Let's see if there's anybody else on the jump list real quick before we go calling the next name. Because we don't want to miss anybody there. All right. And Kay, you'll be after Megan, so get your question ready, but please do not post it until we ask you to post it. So type it up, but don't post. All right. Megan is here. Megan says, hey guys, I'm curious about what's been going on with Eliza. She's been on my mind a lot lately. We would have hit a year a couple days ago, and I feel like a big reason I can't get her off my mind is partly because I'm on hers. I'm curious if she's regretting breaking up and feeling her feelings towards all that. All right, so let's go with this. So, Megan, yes, I mean, you're right on the money with it. So the minds, first of all, you guys were going to be coming up on a year. This would have been the time frame for the year. This is her, like we told you before, that you guys were going to be on each other's minds. And when both of you were thinking of each other at the same time, that energy is super intense. It's not just like a little baby thing. It's not, this is some serious feelings. And, I do feel regret. I do see her regretting her situation, but she doesn't know how to come back from it. And that's not me telling you to reach out to her, because I don't believe that's a good idea. I believe if she wants to communicate with you, she needs to be the one to take the first step. Because in this situation, it was her choices to make this the way it is today. That was not your choice. You did not want this. So I can tell you right now that the energy that I see surrounding this situation, the way that you guys were with each other, yes, there's regret. Yes, you're both thinking about each other. Does someone need to open up communication? Absolutely. But it needs to be her, not you. That's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility either. So just know that the energy that I see circling it, do I see communication happening between the two of you again? Absolutely. I want to say it's around the second week of this month. So we're not looking at this week or weekend. We're looking at the following week. So it'll be a little after the actual anniversary. So I do believe that, she's going to want to communicate. She's going to want to open up that door. She's going to want to see how you're doing. That's what I saw. So, she says, I get that. I wanted to reach out, but stopped myself. Good job. I'm so glad that you did. I do, like I said, I see regret, and I see that you're feeling extra. I'm seeing the extra emotions that are in it today. I feel as though this is the strongest it's been for a little while. And I feel like your heart is, kind of feeling like it's being torn because of that emotional attachment between the two of you. And especially with the two of you thinking about each other, that definitely makes a big difference. So I get it, and I understand. And I feel like you guys are going to have that opportunity to communicate. But I would let her do a lot of the communicating. When she opens that door to communicate, let her do a lot of talking. And you can kind of explain yourself as you go along. But you need to let her open up. She needs to open that door. She says, yeah, it's almost as if that connection popped back up. I thought it had gone. No, it hadn't gone. It was never gone. But one can suppress something. And that was what was happening here. She was suppressing the feelings. She didn't want to feel them at the time. I got her acting selfish and childish and, just not really being herself. I see, she let fear get the best of her on top of it. And so that kind of won itself out. And then there's the regret, and then you don't know how to communicate back. And then you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll wait a little bit more time. Maybe they'll contact me. But she's the reason for the way this is today. So she needs to be the one that opens that door for communication, not you. I know it affects you, but she still needs to open that door. Because if you were the one that made the communication to her first, I can tell you right now, you wouldn't get any of the information you were going to get when she communicates to you. I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Let's see what Faith's got for you. Faith.
Megan! So, I just wanted to call. I'm here. And I was going to tell you the first thing I saw when Journey read your question was 15. So I don't know if that's the 15th or 15 days from now. So it might be around the 16th or 17th because I'm always a couple of days off.
Ready for this, Faith? Ready for this? Dun, dun, dun. That's the second week of October.
Yeah. So you are going to hear from her. I would say keep it light. Let her speak and really listen to her. You know, don't get over anxious because you have tendency to get overexcited and get over anxious, and that energy gets really strong and people can kind of feel that vibration. So just keep it really light. Be very funny and charming and sweet and goofy the way you are, and kind of relaxed and laid back about it. Let her do most of the talking and just kind of let whatever happens happen. Don't put pressure on it when you speak with her, because I feel the first initial contact will be a text and then you'll get a phone call, Megan. Okay? You may go around each other a little bit too, but I feel initially it's going to be a text and a phone call. Just like Journey said, I do feel like you are picking up off of her because you're both thinking of one another, you know, and she's being real reflective, because I feel like she feels like maybe you guys should have given it more of a chance, or her mindset wasn't where it should have been. You know, she's just being really reflective. So I would say good stuff. It's just going to be kind of slow moving. Don't get overly nervous or scared, Megan. Okay?
Right, just looking to see if she said anything here. She says, my whole thing is if she's going to stand up for herself and leave her best friend alone. The best friend, the fight's coming. You've already started to see that on social media. The fight's finally happening. Apparently, someone got a stick pulled out of their ass. Starting to realize that something ain't right there. Doesn't surprise me. When someone gets controlled, eventually it's only a matter of time before they figure out, hey, this person's trying to control me. And they ain't trying. They already are. When you figure out they're trying, they've already been controlling you. That's how you noticed it. You were like, oh, wait a minute. What? Wait, what? So, yeah. I mean, it happens to the best of us. She's, kind of listened to the lies, the manipulation, things like that. Not saying that none of this isn't her fault because of how she left that door open. She made herself vulnerable to the situation. She listened to the negativity rather than standing up to the plate and saying, hey, stop it. She listened to it. So the next time someone gets manipulated, you guys need to remember that they were listening to that manipulation from the get-go. And at some point, some part of them believed that manipulation just because they had an inkling. They were already thinking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're the ones being manipulated.
And that's happened to the best of us.
Exactly. Because we think things in the back of our mind. We live in what-if world sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But Megan, I would suggest being strong. Let her open that door for communication. Like Faith said on the text messaging, I do believe that is the opener, which will lead to a phone call. And I do believe that you're going to lead it to the phone call. Like, hey, why don't we just talk on the phone versus chat or text, because it's going going to be easier to communicate. You're going to
And
be able
don't bring up any of your past. Let her do that. If any of it comes up, let her do that. Don't say this hurt me or what do you want or any of that. Just keep it really light, like you're being friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Megan, thank you so much. We appreciate your question tonight. Hang in there, girl. It's finally coming full circle. You'll see. And can you still jump the list? Absolutely. We're in the very beginning of the show. We're about to go to our first commercial break. So Megan says, okay, guys, thank you both as always. Anytime, Megan. Thank you so much for your question, honey, and I'm glad that the energy is starting to surface because this is something that you've needed to complete, whether you decide that you're going to go back with her or if this is what you're going to use as your closure. So either way, this is still a good thing. All right, but I don't think it's going to be closure. I'm just going to say that. All right? All right, Megan. Thanks for the question, sweetheart. All right, guys, we are going to take a short commercial break, but after the break, we're going to get to Kay. So, Kay, get your question ready. Don't post it yet. Wait until after the commercial break, and then we'll read your question. We'll be right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
Okay, and we are back. All right. There's the Faith.
Hey, guys. Trying to put a word on something and it's broken. Or something. It won't go back.
Fine. Just set it on the table. It'll be fine. All right. So, next on our list was Kay. Guys, remember, we are doing a giveaway tonight, so stay tuned to the end to find out who the winner is. Now, if you miss your name when we call it out for the prize, you miss out on the prize. So you've got to let us know that you're here when we call out your name. So make sure that
keep your eyes out for the prize.
Exactly. Keep your eyes out for the prize. Exactly right, Faith. All right, guys. And remember, we're going to be doing prize giveaways every show at the 10 o'clock hour. And, guys, remember, we are donating $1 to the Salvation Army for those who buy the turkeys. So that way they have the funds and things to give to the families who need. Okay? Blanca says it's not me. Surprise! Blanca, you know how this works. All right. I need Kay to go ahead and throw us her question. All right. All right. Well, Kay, it's both of us that are answering that question. But says, Faith, can you describe the outside of the apartment I want to get into? It's very unique. If so, when and will I be happy there? Well, Kay, we talked about this a little bit earlier today. And, I know that you sent an image of the apartment complex with the pillars, and it looks beautiful. And yeah, that was why I gave you the thumbs up to let you know that, yes, that would be the place, and it would be a better situation for you. Not just because, you're ready to move out of this place, but, having people around that, having that connection with everything that's going on, it would bring back a sense of joy and happiness. It's a change of pace for you. It's something you've been needing. Opening doors to, reconnecting with people that have been away for a while. And I really believe that, going in that direction is definitely a great decision for you. And, I see that the apartment is perfect for you. And I actually see a lot of traffic, a lot of people coming by and seeing you and reconnecting with you. And this brings you a lot of joy. And I think that's definitely something that you need right now, especially in a time where everything's so, kind of dreaded. Everybody's kind of like dreading the energy right now. So, but I think this is perfect for you. I'm going to let Faith touch base on this with you and see what she's got for you. Faith?
Hey, Kay. Well, just like Journey said, I do see you getting the apartment. I feel like the energy there will be good, and I keep seeing you're redecorating and getting different furniture than what you currently have, or different color textiles and pillows and curtains and things of that nature. And I do think that you will be very happy there. You will meet some new people. So that will be good. And I think that you will like it a lot. And I even see that there's animals, or there's going to be some animals with, like, you're going to see a lot of people walking their animals and things of that nature.
You say great.
Good. So, yeah, I agree with Journey. I think that will be really good for you, and there'll be a different energy. So, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of joy. I mean, this is an emotional energy that I see circling the situation. That, I mean, not saying that you don't have people that come around you now, but I feel as though those who want to be around, I get them to be more helpful. I'm getting them to be more social, like you're more social. So, time frame on it is towards the end of the current lease that you have. So she says April. That sounds about right. I was getting spring, April, May time frame.
I was actually getting March. Maybe the process starts in March, Kay?
Yeah, she might be going in to get the apartment at that point to be able to move in by April or May. Yeah. So, I do feel that those around you that are currently around you are going to be a little saddened that you're moving, but not that they wouldn't come and see you, because, The energy seems good, and I feel like it's just a breath of fresh air, and I feel like it's something that's needed.
Okay, and I'm being shown wooden floors. Does this place have wooden floors? Because they look really pretty.
She said I signed up here in September. Yeah, but I'm getting what Faith's getting, and processing of actually doing anything wouldn't happen until we got into like March or April, right around that time frame. So they're not processing anything at this. She says, find time to tell me that they are sad. Well, they'll be saddened that you're moving. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that, this situation, you moving forward and going to this place that people, and these are people you haven't seen in a while, you're bringing yourself joy as well. Not that you're not going to have those people that are where you're at now come and see you, because I most definitely see that. But I definitely feel like it's uplifting energy. I feel like you're much happier in the new place versus the current one.
Yeah, because this place feels more spacious. I keep seeing more light from the windows, and I keep seeing pergo wood or wood floors. I'm not sure which it is, but it's pretty.
Right, it is. Absolutely. So, all right, Kay, thank you so much. We appreciate your question. Kara Torres, you have not missed your turn. You are next. So get your question ready. She goes, I have a lot of friends there. It looks like the White House in dark wood.
Okay, then that's what I'm seeing, Kay. Yeah, the energy's really nice. I see that, you'll have friends and you'll go to lunch and all kinds of things. So I think that overall it will be a good thing for you.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. She says, thanks, guys. You're welcome, sweetheart. She said, so happy. We're happy for you. This is definitely a good step in the right direction. All right, I need Kara Torres to go ahead and throw us her question. After Kara, it's going to be Kristen Lickhart. Go ahead and get your question ready. But Kara, go ahead and throw us your question. Guys, we are here for 2 hours tonight, so make sure you guys, if you'd like to jump, go ahead and do so. $1 of those donations is going to the Salvation Army.
We still have plenty of time for jumps, and we got to get those turkeys.
Turkeys, gobble, gobble. And then in the month of November, guys, we will be donating to Toys for Tots, so that way they can purchase toys for the children in December. And then we'll have a lot more charities throughout the seasons, throughout our season that we will be donating to. Our last season of the summer show, we donated $326 to St. Jude Children's Hospital. They were extremely thankful and absolutely amazing people that work there. They do great things for the families.
They do.
All right. Kira Torres. She says, I just ended a 5-year relationship and would like some guidance on my future relationship, please. All right, so right off the bat, I'm going to say this right up front, Kira. The thing is that the relationship of 5 years, it's not over. Even though you're saying it's over right now, it's not done. So you're going to have to either A, put your foot down and say, look, it's not going to happen and we need to move in our own directions, because what I'm getting and what I'm seeing here is that anybody that walks through that door currently, I feel like the thing is that you're going to find yourself thinking about the ex. It's going to put up red flags. You're going to be comparing people to this ex, and I see the ex trying to communicate with you. So this is something that you got to pay attention to, and know that you're ready to do so you can either move on or fix things that happened in this relationship. But as for this 5-year relationship being completely over, I don't see it to be over. I see the past trying to get back in the present. And it's just just the recent past. It's not even, it's not even done yet. So just know that this isn't over, and you're going to have to finally, the door of closure is not been made. I'm going to pass it over to Faith. Faith, what do you got?
Well, first of all, for whatever reason, that ding just made me jump. Kira, I don't feel, just like Journey said, and I don't usually make a lot of comments in the background, but I was totally.
She says, do you think it's worth fixing?
You are, in my psychic opinion, I feel like you are going to try to fix it. The key with the two of you is communication. And I don't feel that either of you made the right amount of time for one another, like to spend time together. And there was frustration. Now, here's what I feel is going to happen on my side of it. I do feel like you're trying to close that door and you think it's done. Just like Journey said, it's not done. I do think that you are going to attempt to fix it. Now, if you guys try to fix it, this is doable, but you have to really try to fix it. It can't be one of those things where you get back together for 2 weeks and then you say this isn't working. You have to commit yourselves to it, because I feel like even though you guys were together for a long time, you didn't really commit each other to it. You were always busy doing other things, and you wanted to move forward, and your partner was kind of dilly-dallying. And I feel like that was the issue, okay? But if you really want this, if you both do, you need to sit your partner down, your ex-partner down, and you need to talk to them and tell them exactly what you want. If you want to take it slow, take it slow. If this is fixable, if that's what you want. If you try to fix it this time and it doesn't work, the next time will really be the end. But right now, I'm not seeing it as the end. Just like Journey said, even if you let somebody in right now, you wouldn't let them in, because you're not done, and you really do. So I hope that helps you. Just hang in there, okay? Because it's hard.
Absolutely. All right. Says, thanks, you guys. You're welcome, honey. That's up to you to make that decision if it's worth your time, but you need to make sure your needs are met.
Yeah.
If you fix the relationship, make sure your needs are met. All right, Kristen Lickhart, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Marie Taylor, get your question ready. You'll be after Kristen. All right, guys. Remember, when we call out your name, go ahead and throw your question out. Remember, get your questions ready. Even if you pre-type them and paste them, that's the best way to do it. So when we call out your name, we're going to give you 30 seconds in between the names, and then we're going to move on to the next one. If you've missed your name called, you will be added back to the list, but it'll be at the end of the list. So, guys, bear with us. And don't forget to stick around even after your reading to see if you're one of the people that wins our prize tonight. Now, in order to receive your prize, you're going to have to be on mypsychicconnection.com. So sign up and get an account on there. That way, if you win tonight, we can put your funds on your account. All right, I don't see Kristen. We're going to keep on going. We're going to go with Marie Taylor. Marie Taylor, go ahead and throw us your question. Jennifer Rogers, get your question ready. You'll be after Marie Taylor.
I need to sneeze. I can't sneeze.
All right, guys, you got to stick around for your name or we're going to keep on going. All right, well, let's keep on going. Jennifer Rogers, go ahead and throw us your question, and then Blanca, get your question ready. All right, Jennifer Rogers is here. She says, I'm waiting to buy my first home. What do you think? All right, when it comes to buying your first home and getting that new home, I do feel like I see some helping hands, like a program or something coming your way when it comes to that. It's going to help you with like down payments, things like that, lowering the initial cost of getting things done. The only problem is with this is I see it taking time. I don't feel like it's a right now moment. To me, this looks like the opening of getting the home done has been slowed by the pandemic. And I know that everybody gets tired of hearing that as an excuse, but a lot of companies are kind of hemorrhaged by this and are moving a little bit slower due to certain guidelines and things like that. I do feel that, you will get it. I'm not going to take that from you, because for sure, I definitely feel that you're going to get this stuff done, but I don't see until mid-year about this new house. And that's for next year. We're going into the springtime of next year. Looking at March, April. It's going to take time. And it sucks because you're wanting to get this done, but unfortunately I see circling around it. And I'm assuming this is a new home, like a fresh build, or are you trying to buy a house? Because I'm seeing a newer built home. She goes, cool, I don't want to rush anything anyway. Good. I'm glad that you're not in the mindset to push forward too quickly. But I'm going to pass this over to Faith and see what Faith's got for you. Faith, what do you got?
Hi, I am seeing two different things. I don't see a fresh build. I see a house that's already built, but I see two different houses.
I want a custom home.
You do? Because I'm seeing a house. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe this is a show house. You know how they show examples? Because
Yeah.
I'm seeing two different total styles. That's why I see one that's like a ranch, but I also see one that's like more of a square shape, like an older looking house, and it has 3 floors, like an attic, and an upstairs, and then a downstairs. So I'm seeing two different.
She says my fiance is a carpenter.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, maybe
Good for you.
Yeah, really. Can I borrow him? I need some stuff fixed. But yeah, so I'm seeing two different style houses, and I'm also seeing something about. Now, I don't know where you live or anything like that, but have you talked about moving out into the country? Because I'm seeing a few different things with
She said, oh Lord, I'm too old for stairs. Laugh out loud.
Well, I mean, I was seeing two different styles. I was seeing that and a ranch style home.
Nice.
So I think you're gonna have some different options.
I think they are like visuals of what the house could be, but I definitely feel like this is a newer build. So this is something that you guys are going to customize and be able to put together. So this to me this all kind of fits together as to what Faith was seeing, because she was seeing 2 rather than 1. Usually it's like you get 1 when it's just like, this is the type of home you're going to get, but we're seeing options. She goes, that's where I want to live, in the country. Girl, it's great.
That's what I see. So, and I think your boyfriend.
Too much for me, she said.
I think your boyfriend or your spouse will have like a little carpentry shed like outside.
Of course.
Stuff. So.
Of course. All right. Thanks, Jennifer. We appreciate your question. Blanca, go ahead and throw us your question. You're next on the list. All right. It says, hello, Faith and Journey. Looking to make one of mine and Robert's favorite Mexican dishes. And says, I hope I don't make it too hot and just right.
I was just getting ready to say that.
And I'm going to share it with his family to share with us. Will it be good? Nope. Tastes like shit. I'm just kidding. It's definitely going to taste good, but don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. You're getting distracted by things. Usually when you're in the kitchen, you're really good about multitasking and taking care of things. But what's happening is you're trying to take care of things in the kitchen, but you're trying to pay attention to the living room, trying to pay attention to your cell phone, trying to pay attention to things that are going on within the house, things that are aggravating you. You're thinking about too much. While you're in the kitchen, this is not a time for you to think about other things, but actually to enjoy the love and the energy that you're putting in your food and that type of thing. I know you got 1,000,001 things on your mind, but if you pay attention to what's going on in the kitchen, then you'll be good. And the food will be good. But don't get distracted. And I know you like them peppers. I know a few other people who like damn peppers. But don't put too many in it and it won't be so hot. The thing is that it looks good. It looks delicious. And, I know that you're going to be sharing it with other family members. But remember who and what company you're keeping at that point. Because I can tell you they're not always appreciative. And that will affect you. So don't let it shoot off you like BBs. And be the stronger person. Because they most certainly won't be. But your individual household will absolutely love it. They'll be ecstatic. I'm going to pass over to Faith. Faith, what do you got?
Okay, so before Journey even finished her question, I was seeing your husband saying, don't make it too hot.
He said, oh man, never mind, I'm ordering a pizza.
No, it'll be fine. Just don't get distracted. And I agree with Journey about the gesture to give some to his family, unless it's your brother-in-law. I think your brother-in-law would be appreciative.
Yes.
Okay? Your brother-in-law would be appreciative, and he's been real reminiscent of his brother lately. So I think he's been a little bit sad, so I think that would make him happy. Okay. But overall, I agree with Journey about that. Just be careful not to make it too hot. Okay? And we're not telling you not to make it, Blanca, okay? Because you're going, I'm just not going to make it if I'm going to make it too hot. No, we're telling you this so you don't make it too hot, honey. If we hadn't told you
guys
this,
have always been right.
So just
put your love into it. Put your love into it.
And you know what, too? I'm going to tell you something I do. I'm going to tell all y'all a little secret. When I make food for people, especially depending on who it is, I pray over it. I pray that God would touch the food.
Laugh out loud. Yes, Faith. I was thinking that.
I pray over the food, and I ask God to touch the food. That the food would touch whoever eats it, like, that they would be comforted or be in a better mood, or that, if I'm doing something out of the kindness of my heart, that it would touch them, that kind of thing. So pray over the food that it's received well, that they would receive it with an open heart, and maybe that this would open a door with them emotionally. Because sometimes small things can trigger people being more open.
Yeah. All right. We are going to take a short commercial break, but after the break, we'll get to some more questions, guys. After the break, the next person in line is Lisa Simpson. Get that question ready. And then Brittany Lynn. So get the question ready, guys. Don't forget about the jump button. If you'd like to get in before everybody else, go ahead and hit a jump. That helps us be here.
Remember, your jumps are guaranteed. When you jump, that means that we're able to donate more money for those turkeys, and you're guaranteed an answer to the question.
All right. We're going to be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Faith will be joining us here in just a second. She had to step away from the camera, but she'll be right back. All right. Well, let's keep on going. We have more people, guys. Don't forget, we are now back for season 2. We will be here 5 nights a week, and we'll be here at 10 p.m. for 2 hours. And Monday nights, you've got me, Journey Ryan. On Tuesdays, we're here with Gifts of Faith. Wednesdays, we are here with Jacob, which is one of our newest psychics. We've got Emma on Thursdays, which you've seen last night if you were with us. And on Fridays, it's Faith and I tag teaming the readings. Monday nights, after our MPC Live, we've got Divine Time with Nikki Taylor. And that's an hour show. So if you guys would like to talk with Nikki, you can find her on Divine Time with Nikki Taylor. On Wednesday night, a half an hour after the show with Jacob, we've got basically real talk with Gifts of Faith. So get a chance to talk with her after his show and get some reads done with her. But starting next week on Monday, Faith will have her show on starting Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and she'll be here for an hour answering questions with one of our newest hosts, Catherine. She'll be joining us for the first time, and I hope you guys like the show. And of course, like me, there's going to be great banter because Faith's a nerd.
I am a nerd.
I know. That's why I said it.
If our clients just knew how big a nerd I was, like, about certain things.
Well, they watched the show, so they got a pretty good idea.
Wait till they see what I'm going to be for Halloween.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. That's exciting. And I got my costume ready too, so I can't wait for that show.
You gotta make that part of my costume for me, Journey.
Yes, we already got it. So just hang in there because it'll be a good one. All right, guys. I know we've got more people waiting in line, so let's go ahead and take the next person in line, which is Lisa Simpson. Lisa, go ahead and throw us your question. What do you got for us, Lisa?
Sorry, guys. I'm thirsty.
All right, Lisa says, I'm waiting on a new approved letter. Will it happen? And what do you see in my future? The approval letter, I do feel like is something that will happen for you. But the thing is that I keep seeing it's going to take more time. I'm seeing more time. honestly, to me, I don't know why it's the time frame that it is, but I'm getting 3 weeks. That's quite a while to wait for an approval letter, but I do see it happening. Um, so this approval letter definitely changes a lot for you. So when it comes to your future, I'm being told that you need to choose your people wisely. And to me, that shows me that you need to make sure the people that surround you are, those who have your best interest at heart. That means that there's people lingering around you right now that don't really have your best interest. They're really about themselves. So I feel like this is time for you to start evaluating those around you. And I feel like once you get to that place where you can actually kind of sit back and look at what's going on around you, you'll be able to see those who actually have your best interest and those that don't. And those that don't, you need to back away from, because it's not going to be good for you. So it's time to let those people kind of fall off for a while. And I'm passing this over to Faith because my time is up. Faith?
Hey, so I agree with Journey, but the time frame I was getting was slightly different. I saw 2 weeks, but I also feel like there's going to be some delay with the way that they tell you that you get approval. So maybe it's some issue with the mail. Okay, just like Journey, I was getting a message, but I was getting a message for you to be prepared and to, like Journey said, to kind of shed your skin a little bit and to really evaluate some of the people that you have in your life, because they may not be intentionally trying to influence you and influence your life or your decisions or your mood, but they do, because I feel like you worry about other people's things and other situations when you need to be focused on you. And I know that you keep telling God, when is my time? When is my time? When is my time? And what I'm being told to tell you is that God's time is not always our time, but that your time is coming. Just be patient and just know that and just trust in that. It's just, I feel like every little intricate thing has had to fall into place for some of these things to happen for you. And that's what's kind of gotten you in a little bit of a mood, like how much longer? But it's coming, okay? So
All right. Well, thanks, Lisa. We appreciate your question, and hopefully that helps. Make sure you watch who's around you.
yeah.
All right. So let's keep on going here. Our next person in line was Brittany Lynn. After Brittany Lynn is going to be Tiffany Hellman. So Tiffany, get your question ready. Brittany, go ahead and throw us your question. Lisa says, thanks, guys. No problem, Lisa. Come on down, Brittany. You are next on the list. All right. Brittany's here. Says, will I ever get married? I've been single for 3 years and I just want someone long-term who I know would be good to me and my kids. All right. So, Brittany, the thing about finding that forever person, I don't feel that things are in a balance that you want them in. And I feel like there's a lot more work going on when it comes to relationship for you. I don't see a forever person just yet. Now, I'm not saying that means you can't go on dates, but here's the thing. Go on a date! Why aren't you going on dates? You've not even tried. You're counting them out before you even get there. Holy shit, get on a dating app. Do something. Unless you're dating the UPS guy or FedEx, I don't know what you're planning on doing, because I don't even feel like you're giving yourself any you time. Where's your you time? I'm seeing all time and effort divided by making sure bills are paid, keeping a roof over your head, doing the kid thing, but you're giving there's no mom gets a break time. Where is your time? So let's start there. Let's get you some you time. Let's get you on a dating app or get yourself out mingling with people that aren't your family. Because I'm pretty sure you're not gonna, pick up a date at the family reunion, because that'd be a little odd. Since I literally haven't even tried to meet anyone or date, calling me out, laugh my ass off. Well, yeah, no you time. What the hell? All right, I gotta pass this over to Faith because I've run out of time. Faith, what are you grabbing?
Hey, Brittany. So, first of all, Brittany, let me just start this by saying, Journey fusses at me the same way. So, I feel your pain. He does.
I sure do.
The same exact way about the same exact thing. He's even tried to set me up with people, okay? So, here's
help
what
a girl out.
Well, I still need some help. But, here's what I have to say to this, and I know you're not going to like this time frame, but this is what I'm getting, sweetheart. I don't see anybody significant like that you are going to have long term with. And when I say long term, I mean more than a year, for about 4 years. And that is simply because of the things that Journey just said. You don't make that time. And on a certain level, deep down, I feel like you feel that you don't deserve it. And that if someone else comes in, that they might hurt you or hurt your kids, and you feel that that's not a risk that you can take. Now, here's what I will tell you with the 4-year thing. That can change, because I do see someone coming within about 4 months if you start looking, but you're not looking. So because you keep putting all this off, it keeps extending the time frame, and that's why I say 4 years. But that's totally up to you and what you choose to do.
Right. And also when you're like, oh, I want to be with somebody, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to do anything to get one, so maybe God's going to throw somebody at my door. So when you hear that thud at your front door, please let me know, because that'll be a miracle in itself. The same thing I tell Faith. If you're waiting for the thud,
I'm being for real with you guys. This is the same exact speech I get, almost word for word, and I'm like, okay, Journey, okay.
But the thing is that here's the other thing, is that she feels that her kids too. I mean, I saw the protection over the kids, Faith.
Yeah.
But I did that. But here's the thing too. She actually feels as though, because she already has a pre-made family, that this is going to cause a burden for that person. I'm going to say this, Brittany, if that's the case, anybody you talk to feels like you've got baggage or luggage, they can themselves.
Well, I will say this.
But listen, I'm going to say this. Let me finish, because it's not about that. It's about being loved, being cared for. You're a bigger package deal than they anticipated. If you see the cringe, run.
Well, the thing is, we all have baggage. Do you know somebody that doesn't have baggage? Just some of us have different baggage than other baggage. If you're worried about your kids being baggage, go on a single parents app. They have them. You know? But I still see someone coming for you.
Like you said, Faith, I'm scared to death over someone will hurt my kids. Right. But it's not the kids that will get hurt. It's the mom that's going to get hurt. And if the kids see the mom hurt, then the kids get hurt. Yeah. So know what you're getting yourself into, but you got to start dating in order for that to happen. So it's spot on, Journey. You're welcome, sweetheart, anytime. All right, Blanca D, go ahead and throw us your question. You jump the list. Tiffany, get your question ready. You'll be after Blanca, unless someone jumps the list. All right, Blanca's here. Blanca says, I talked to my son Junior about what we talked about. Oh my God, as soon as I mentioned the girl in his school. Oh my God, his face. Oh man. So it begins.
I told you.
It's not that it begins, it's already begun. You've just been informed.
Yeah.
Literally, you've been informed. This has already been taking place without your knowledge. Needless to say, this isn't going to be the only girl.
No, because he's quite a charmer.
He says he looks just like his dad. Oh my God, he's definitely having girls behind. Well, girl, I'm going to tell you, this is not going to be the only one. There will be many more to come. You know, even I've seen energy around your daughter. That she's going to start dating soon. Like, get ready. You're about to go into some mommy overdrive with the dating circle and driving them to the movies and doing all that. But you're going to be glad to do it, though. That's the thing. You're going to be happy about it. But you've got to let them make their mistakes. Don't overstep your bounds unless, you know, they're out trying to make babies. And then you need to step in. But I don't see that. They're too self-conscious about their bodies for that to happen at the current moment. So thank God for small miracles. She said, God, me and my husband made some beautiful kids. Absolutely. The thing is that the energy that's circling it is, you know, it's positive. But remember, you're now dating. You know, you've got dating teenagers, so it's gonna be fun for you because you're gonna see people come and go, and that way you don't get attached. Just be friendly, but don't get attached to anyone. Be like, this is my favorite one. Oh my God, because it's the one that you hate is the one they're gonna like the most. Oh yeah, you're gonna be like, this one has an attitude. I love him. I love her. You're gonna be like, son of a bitch. What the hell? Yep. It's going to be fun. I'm going to pass this over to Faith, see what else she's got to add. Hey!
I don't think the people that your kids are going to date are going to be that bad, except for your daughter. She's going to make some weird choices. Your son...
I just said that!
Your son... No, you said that.
Both of them were going to have weird choices. I'm not even going to go there. They're going to have some weird choices.
I don't think the son ain't even in that frame of mind yet. The daughter is a little bit more. Her son's like nervous to even open a door for a girl. So she might be lucky to take him and this girl to a movie and get him to hold the girl's hand, and his hand will be all sweaty and weird. So, you know, but I don't see anything bad with this. Belanca, I'm just curious. What did you do? Go up to your son and go, hey, are you opening doors for a girl at school? Do you like a girl at school? Because I see his eyes getting bigger than 50 centimeters when you said something. No, but I don't see anything bad with this. I think that this is a good thing. This is going to get your son in particular out of his shell. You know, and you're going to get to see a different side of your kids because they're going to start bringing people and stuff. And I actually see you guys.
Oh my God, my boys. And yes, I said no cap. No cap. Who's the girl? Laugh out loud.
Oh, so you asked him. So what I see is that you're going to take him.
Anya.
You're gonna take him and the little girl at some point, or him and your whole family to some type of arcade and game place on the inside. They're gonna have cheeseburgers and French fries. You may even take them bowling at some point, because I see this little girl coming around quite a bit at some point. Not right now because he's too nervous, but I do see her coming around, and you're going to like her. And your daughter's going to start seeing somebody too, but I don't see that until December or first of the year. So just know that that's coming, Blanca.
She said, "Oh man, oh no."
Well, your son is too scared to do anything with anybody other than hold their hand.
Scarce. Make yourself scarce. When you take them to do stuff, you have to stick around. Make yourself scarce. Don't let them have their moment. Let them. Don't be chaperoning, like sitting next to the girl, like, "This is my son," because that's too weird.
I don't think Blanca will do that. At least I hope not.
I'm just letting her know because she's already a grandma once.
He's too young for that. Don't even start saying that.
I'm just saying in general.
Okay.
Yeah. Where the hell is your mind? Get it out of that gutter, girl. Get it out of the gutter. That is no place for your mind, Faith.
It doesn't even remember how to go into the gutter, okay?
It said, "Oh my God, Journey, get out of my head. Laugh out loud. Ha! Ha! Ha!"
Well, I'm just saying, I don't see your son's mind is not even there. He gets sweaty palms around this girl and just wants to make sure it's good.
It wasn't his mind I was reading. It was
okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't see that. That's not even in his thought process. He's just hoping that he gets to spend time with her and his hands stop sweating. Because his hands sweat when he's around her for some reason.
But yeah, definitely.
She's very pretty, this little girl. Very pretty. And super sweet. She talks real quiet.
I just love watching Faith grin. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Because you have the cutest little grin. It's cute.
Oh.
You get little dimples. There they are.
My sister says the same thing about my laugh. She says my laugh is infectious. And if I start laughing, I can't stop.
But she says, "Well, my son knows how to pick them." Well, that's good.
You'll meet her and you'll like her a lot. She's gonna come over your house a few times. I think she's gonna have family movie night with you guys, and you're gonna make some family dish, and she's gonna be like, "Miss Blanca,
this is too spicy." No, I'm just kidding.
She's gonna be like, "Miss Blanca, this is really good. This is really good. Thank you." And you're gonna meet her parents. They're real respectful. She may even ask your son to go to church because I feel like this little girl goes to church, and you're gonna see a different side to him, and it's gonna be really sweet because you're gonna see his father's personality shining through.
She says, "I'm really not thrilled about this. Don't worry, honey. It'll be fine. Don't get upset."
There's nothing to worry about. I don't see any. If you're worried about sex or stuff like that, I'm not seeing any of that. And this is around the age where boys start liking girls and stuff. I mean, there's nothing to be worried. This is just sweet little puppy love. This is like first little love crush stuff. Absolutely. It's really sweet. It's very sweet. You just don't want to see it because you want all your kids to stay your babies.
They all grow up at some point.
But I think you'll really like this little girl. She's going to get him out of his shell because he has a quieter side. I even see them wanting to see if he wants to go to church. You're going to see a very respectful, like sweet, like touching little side to him. And I think you're really going to be like sad and touched about it at the same time because it's going to be really sweet. And this girl is so sweet. She's a real sweet little girl.
All right. Well, Blanca, get ready because the kids are getting ready to date. And don't worry,
don't scare her like that. Cause
it's not a fear. It's not.
But the first thing she thinks is grandma mode but that's not even where your son's mind is.
I wasn't even talking about sex. I'm just letting her know.
But that's what she's thinking.
That's what I'm trying to clarify. You gotta love it. You gotta listen to us go back and forth. It's just who it is. All right, it's only fair. They date the same time their dad did at age of 19. Well, That's not how that one's going to work, honey.
No, it's not. I started dating at like having my first little boyfriend at like 12, 13.
She's 5. She's 5.
Are you serious, Journey?
Don't know about the little boy you had a crush on.
Journey's mom, are you on? Are you watching this? You see how your son treats me?
She knows.
We're gonna come down to visit at Florida. Can you hold him down? And
good luck with that. I'm bigger than both of you.
I'm gonna get you stuck on a ride at Disney.
All right. Well, Blockett, thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, Tiffany, you were next in line, so let's go ahead with Tiffany's question. Tiffany says, what do I need to change when it comes to improving my financial situation? New job, add a second job, bankruptcy, sell seashells, or a kidney? Laugh out loud. I'm embarrassed. It's this bad. Well, honey, first of all, it's not anything to be embarrassed about, because we all go through certain times in our life, and we all get into a situation that we need to come. We grow from these types of situations. So, new career is definitely something that I would suggest getting into, is finding something that suits you better, but don't find something that you're already currently in at the same level. You need to be looking at something that's going to elevate you to the next level. Now, I'm not saying you can't be in the same field. You just need to be able to step up your game into the same field, just at a better pay rate, and, feeling that you're going to be more respected at this point. I don't feel that you get the respect, and I don't see the hours coming from the current position. So what I can say is it's time to start searching, start going on some interviews, and seeing what these other people have to provide, because I'm telling you now, before the end of November, you're going to find something. I don't think bankruptcy is your answer.
No.
I'm going to say that. So I'm going to pass this over to Faith and see what she's got for you, Faith.
I agree with Journey. I do not feel that bankruptcy is your answer. You will find another solution, and I feel like you're going to find something that's going to help you. But I also see I don't see a job. I see like a side job or an extra way for you to make a little bit of money to offset everything. I actually think you're going to find that within a month. So I would just say that you hang in there, because it's not as bad as what you think. It's always bad when we're going through it. I certainly understand where you're coming from, because I've gone through some of that myself. But you are going to get through this, and you can do it without bankruptcy. That's what I would say to you, is that I feel like you will do this without bankruptcy. And it's not as gloom and doom as what you think. So just hang in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tiffany, just finding the energy that you need right now. Thank you. I have an interview coming up next week. We'll make sure it's something that's going to elevate you versus keep you at the same pay rate. You don't need to be finding yourself doing the same thing with the same finances, because if you do that, then you're just going to find yourself in the same position. All right, guys, we are going to take a quick break, but we have another person on the jump list. Their name was CDI Cameron on PayPal. So let us know who you are, and then get your question ready, because you will be next after the break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
We are back. I need CDI Cameron to get their question to us. You jumped the list, so let's go ahead and grab your question. Let us know who you are, because I'm pretty sure that's not your name on Facebook or on YouTube here. Guys, remember, we are going through multiple groups here, and on YouTube, we have 8 different platforms that we're on. So just bear with us as all you guys have come through. We're going to try to get to as many of you as possible. So please be patient. Can someone please let me know who CDI, Cody, Christine? Okay. Gotcha, Christine. Or Cody, Christine. She says here, I want to know if what my dad thinks. I'm not. Can you reword that question for me, please? That would help me out. I'm sure you're trying to get a mediumship question, so I need to see what. It's not enough for me to go off of just yet. I'm not connecting. Faith, are you getting anything right off the bat for that? Or do you need a better question?
What I kind of saw, and I'm not seeing the full picture, but what I kind of saw is, are you wanting to know what he thinks about some life choices? Is this having to do with a relationship?
What my dad thinks, and I feel like that has a lot to do with relationship and other things going on. I felt like it's multiple things.
I kept getting the relationship stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the strongest thing that came through to me. And he's saying he doesn't like it all the time. He doesn't like your relationship situation. Yeah. And he feels like you're on overload and trying way too much to do everything else and situate everyone else's life. And he says, my daughter's at a standstill and that you are stronger than what you think you are. And he doesn't like you taking on everybody else's stuff. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that is the general thing that I'm getting. I'm also seeing something about a celebration. I don't know if it's a birthday or an anniversary coming up, but I keep seeing like streamers and balloons, and that's my symbol from spirit for like celebration mode, like a birthday or some type of anniversary coming up. And he also wants me to tell you something, because I feel like the timing of his passing was not expected, and there was a lot of unleft things said between the two of you, or like you're wishing you had been there or said something that you didn't get a chance to say. He said she said it afterwards. She said it. I don't know if you said it,
There's a celebration coming up at the moment.
there isn't. Well, he keeps saying that. So whether there's a party or something, there's something coming up because he keeps showing me this. And it may be something that you have forgotten, and after this reading, you'll think about it later. It's like a celebration, someone's birthday, an anniversary of something, or something like that. He's also saying there's 3 different people coming through with him. There's also a younger gentleman who was in the military. And keeps saying also that he has, I don't know if this is a spirit that didn't come down or a child that died at a very young age, but there's a boy with him, and he wants you to know that he has the boy with him. And the little boy is stepping forward. So I don't know if anything of this is making sense to you, but he is coming through to you. Do you have a particular question?
I am seeing other things, but when it came down to it, it wasn't just about relationship and its reflection and not reflecting on yourself the way you should. And Faith was kind of mentioning it before too, is that you're spending a lot of time not on yourself. And when you do reflect on yourself, you're putting pressure on yourself. And almost like you're trying to please everyone else, but you're not giving yourself that time. And that's the energy that I'm receiving on what he thinks is like, when are you going to give yourself that time? When are you going to stop doubting yourself? When are you going to, see your worth? Because he keeps talking about value. To me, is what I was getting.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was getting it too, Johnny, not to interrupt you, but yeah, I just didn't know how to convey it.
Okay. But he's talking about your value, and you were touching base on it, so I knew that was something that you were connecting to. But I keep seeing value. It's like not seeing yourself in the value that you should. Other people see your value, but yet they're not going to give that to you because they can take that for themselves. And as for the relationship, it's not all bad. I actually feel like there are some good moments, but again, that still rides into giving all of your time to a relationship, giving all your time to other things, giving it to everyone else, but you're not, when it comes down to you as your whole, that's where we're running short. So the relationship isn't, I wouldn't say it's a bad one, but I wouldn't say, it doesn't have some tweaking to do. I definitely feel like there's some tweaking that needs to come up. But where's your time? What are you giving yourself? And that's what Spirit's telling me to tell you. And that's what, everyone's seeing your value, but I feel like you're not seeing it quite the same as everybody else. And they take that value for themselves. And it's not just the relationship. These are other relationships too. These are friendships. These are family members that see it and they take advantage of it. Your kindness is being shown to them as a weakness. And you kind of you hold in a lot. There's a lot that you want to say. And I'm being told by Spirit to tell you, you need to, open up a little bit. I mean, you don't have to stab people in the face with a steak knife or nothing. I'm just saying, just kind of let them know give yourself the boundaries and say, if you cross this boundary, I'm going to say something. So, and the lights are flickering to let me know that they're still here trying to give me more messages. But I definitely feel like your energy is, it needs to be elevated. You need people to kind of motivate you, and you need to kind of look at yourself and give yourself that time. That's what I'm seeing here. So, like I said, the relationship's not horrible. It needs a little bit of work, not a lot of work, just some work. But you really need to start looking at you. That's where I'm seeing. That's what Spirit keeps telling me is like she needs to think about herself. She needs to not give. You could only be a Power Ranger for so long until you run out of power. And then what are you? You're just a girl dressed in a costume. So I'm going to throw this back over at Faith because she's got something else she wants to tell you.
Well, that's because they keep telling me stuff, and I'm like, well, Journey, talk. So I want to say, first of all, everything that Journey said was kind of what I was getting, but I was trying to convey it the way that your father was coming across to tell me. But the other thing I keep being shown, are you trying to start your own business? Because I keep being told something about the business or starting a business. So I don't know what this is or if that would make sense to you. But Spirit kept telling me that over and over and over. And I keep being told to tell you, don't put yourself on overload. Take some time for you. Now I'm going to tell my age with this reference. Have a Calgon take me away moment.
She on the business thing. She hasn't decided to do that, or I'm not sure if which one we're speaking to, but said no on the business thing. Not yet. That's
okay.
Something coming up.
Because I keep seeing something. So just know that is around you, even if it's not in your thought process right now.
All right. Was there anything else that you wanted to know on that situation? Because from what I'm seeing, give yourself some time for you. I feel like there's you give a lot of yourself to other people, but you're not giving enough of yourself to you. And that's something that Spirit kept trying to convey to the situation. Like I said, I didn't feel that, there's some things that could change in the relationship, but nothing like, oh my God, this has got to stop now. And as Faith was saying, said not everything is peaches and cream, but the thing is that just give yourself that time. Like I said, you drain all your Power Ranger power, then you're just a girl in a costume. So just, know when to keep I would say put up some boundaries when it comes to giving people so much of your time. And I'm not talking about just like the relationship. I'm talking about friendships, family members, because I feel like everybody you feel like a counselor to me. Like I feel like people expect you to have all their answers for them. And the funny thing is that you give them answers, but yet no one listens to the advice in which you get. And then you should get a shirt that said, I told you so.
We should too.
But definitely feel like you're putting forth a lot of energy. Just make sure you give yourself a little bit of time. So, Cody, I hope that helps. Cody Christine. Are you still there? All right. Well, I hope that helps. And thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's keep on going here. I need Chris M to go ahead and throw their question. And then Haley Menard, get your question ready. You'll be next. Said thank you. You're welcome. You can only be a Power Ranger if you know how to give yourself some rest, girl. Give you some you time. You need some you time. There's a big heart with that person.
Yeah, I really feel like she's on overload,
Well, you give all your energy to everybody else, and you forget sometimes about yourself, even though you're trying to, you're everyone's friend, you're everyone's person that they talk to, it can be overload, and you don't even realize you're doing it to yourself.
That even happens with us on friendship levels too, not just as psychic readers, because people will come to us, even our friends and our family, and sometimes we forget too.
Exactly. That is right. That is definitely right. All right. All right, no Chris M. Going once, going twice. All right, no Kristen. We're going to go with Haley Menard next with our question. And tonight's winner. Dun, da, da, da. We're at that moment, guys, for tonight's winner. Brittany Lynn. Brittany Lynn, you are tonight's winner. Brittany Lynn, are you there?
Go Brittany, go Brittany, go Brittany, go Brittany, go Brittany.
Brittany Lynn, are you around? Well, congratulations, Brittany. You are our winner. You will get $10 added to your account on My Psychic Connection. So if you don't have an account on there right now, sign up. And we'll put that. Just let us know. Yep. And just sign up, and we will get those funds on your account. So that'll start you off. Remember, you'll get 3 free minutes, and then you'll have a $10 bonus. And then, if you'd like, you can add funds to talk to your favorite psychic. So, good stuff. Good stuff. But congratulations, Brittany. You are tonight's winner. She says, "Thank you so much."
You're welcome. We're glad to have you. We're glad to have all of you here. We hope you know how much we appreciate and love each and every one of you that watches our shows.
Absolutely. All right, Haley Menard, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Teresa Talbot, get your question ready. You'll be right after Haley. All right, Haley's here, says, going out on a limb and letting myself be vulnerable. I'm just not okay right now and just want to hear whatever spirit has to say through y'all. Okay, thank you. All right, well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you psychic energy. Mediumship is for those who jump. But when it comes down to being vulnerable, from what I'm seeing, the reason you're feeling vulnerable is because you're attacking yourself. And you're fearful of what's to come. That's the biggest thing that I saw there. So you're fearful of what's to come. You're scared of getting hurt, which creates the vulnerability. So stop fearing that something's going to happen, because you'll be drawing that energy to you. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm having a good time and this is all good, but I'm sitting in the back of my mind waiting for that other shoe to drop. Don't do that to yourself. Don't consider it as a chance to be vulnerable. Just say that you're being open to things. You have the right to walk away before it becomes something that makes you vulnerable. So you have that opportunity. So don't think that you don't, because you do. Give yourself back the power. Give yourself back the strength. She goes, I don't talk to anyone ever. That's what I mean about being vulnerable, because I just told you I'm depressed. Okay. The thing is, Haley, is that it's not being vulnerable, because the depression is what I'm talking about that's attacking you. And the thing is that you don't want to look at it as being vulnerable. You're being open to the situation. So I get that you don't talk to anyone ever, but now you're opening yourself up to being able to talk to other people. So don't beat yourself up, or don't allow. I know depression's a hard thing to go through, but don't let it control you. You are stronger than what you believe or what you think. And if you feel that someone is coming in to attack your inner person, cut that person out. I guess if I look weak, I'm an easy target. I refuse to be that person again. You're not that person, honey. You're so much stronger. By admitting it, even out loud, on a program and a platform like this, you've already broken that barrier. I'm going to give it to Faith, too, because she's got some words of wisdom for you as well.
Listen, honey, everybody gets depressed. Everybody. Okay? Even me, even Journey, everybody has those moments. There's nothing wrong with feeling depressed. There's not even anything wrong with being guarded or going on. I go on shutdown a lot. And you know what I do? I turn on music and I dance around my house, or I watch my favorite funny movie, or I watch my favorite show that's an older show on TV that makes me laugh, or when I have money, I buy a purse. But, you know, there's nothing that is, you laugh, Journey, but you know that's what I do.
I know.
But, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. You seem to think that there's something wrong with being depressed, and there's not. You just have to pull yourself up out of it and realize that there's all these little things. Even little things can make us slightly happy. I'll share an experience with you today. I've been having a rough couple days, actually a rough couple weeks, and I live across the street from a Starbucks. My sister took me to Starbucks today and was going to get me a Starbucks, and she said, "Oh, Faith, I don't think I have enough money." And when she went up to the counter, she was 10 cents short, and the barista told us, he said, "I have to tell you something. The person in front of you paid for your order. The last 17 people had paid for one another's orders." And he said, Do you want to pay for the next person's order? And it just happened that we had enough change to pay for the next person's order. So just little things can lift you up out of being sad. And you have to choose to kind of look past the things that are upsetting you, but realize that it's okay. It's okay to feel bad. We're not told it's okay to feel bad, but it is, as long as you don't let it consume you. You can't let it consume you. You have to feel something. And you have to realize that you're a good person, that you deserve to be happy, that you're capable of being happy, and that things will get better. The wonderful thing about this world is that nothing stays permanent. Nothing is permanent. Not in this world. You're not alone, even when you feel alone. And you're not weak. Being vulnerable or being open is not a weakness. You know what? That's a strength, because you're letting people in. The problem is that you've let the wrong people in that have put you down or made you feel less than. You are not less than. You are wonderful and special in your own right. And not to get preachy, but the Bible says we're wonderfully and fearfully made. And each of us are individuals.
Says, I don't know what's wrong. It's just easy to sink when I'm drowning. It's not the normal depression. You're right. It does consume me, and I'm not happy, and I haven't been for a long time. Thanks for your time. You're welcome, sweetie. She says, I appreciate it. You're right. Honey, it's about just even opening up. You gave yourself strength to allow that insight in, to let the sun shine in. You opened the window, girl.
And listen,
open that window.
Yeah, and just know that it's okay. And, you know, I'm going to tell you the truth. Nobody is ever completely happy. You can be content, but if we're lucky, we get glimpses and little pieces of happiness. But nobody's completely happy 100% of the time. It just doesn't work like that. And this world is tough. It's not an easy world, but what I would say is just pray, meditate, turn on some music. I turn on music and sing real loud. Watch a Disney movie. You know what my favorite movie to watch is when I'm depressed? It's an older movie. I love What About Bob?
Exactly. Well, you know, there's times where you listen to, like, your favorite music, and then we listen to sad music, and everybody's like, oh, you listen to sad music, you're depressed, blah, blah, blah. Well, sometimes when we listen to that music, that opens us up, it touches barriers within us that we lock away, or we shut down, or we do things that, you know what I mean? You are allowing yourself to be vulnerable in that aspect because you're opening up stuff within you but to open the door to communicate with others isn't vulnerable. You need to change that verbiage.
That actually takes strength to tell people what's wrong so that people can know, because what happens with a lot of people when they're depressed, they go on shutdown and they don't tell people, and then it gets worse. I think really what I feel from Spirit is that you're depressed because you're lonely. You're depressed because people have disappointed you and hurt you, and that's why you don't want to be, and I'm using your word, vulnerable. But you just need to change that energy a little bit and try to meet some new people. And you will. You're just really hard on yourself because you compare yourself to others. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Says I do that.
Yeah, I know you do. I wish I could give you a hug because I've been there. Listen, just because I'm a reader, I do that to myself sometimes. Don't I, Journey? And you always mess at me.
I do, and keep you out of that funk.
I'm doing better. I'm doing better with it. But even I do that, and I say that to you so that you know you're not alone. It's gonna be okay. I see you being like this off and on for another 6 months, but I'm gonna tell you honestly, my recommendation to you would be go to a doctor and know that it's okay. Even if you just go to a counselor. Look, you can go to counselors online now. You don't have to leave your home, and they're certified. So just know that. Open the door to let people in and to know that it's okay to talk about being sad. It's okay to cry. We've been taught it's not okay to cry, but you know what? God wouldn't have made us with that capability if he didn't want us.
Because I am in therapy, laugh out loud.
Yeah, but I think your therapist gets on your nerves.
And I'm going to say this, when it comes to therapy and finding a therapist, you have to find the one that's going to connect with you and talk with you in the way that you feel comfortable. Because if they talk down to you like you're stupid, because I've seen that happen.
I've had that too myself.
It's not going to feel good. You're not going to open up in the way that you should. That's why, just like I tell people when they're looking for a psychic to communicate with, you have to talk to someone who you connect with. And that's even on the therapy level, because you need to find those who you connect well with. And if you can't do that, then it's not going to fix the problem. You're going to just be like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yep, dog ran across the street, freaked me out. Yep, whatever. And that's what you're going to get out of that therapy. So the thing is that if this therapist is not connecting with you and it's not giving you the chance to reflect, and then when you walk away, get an idea of what's going on, or have some kind of, that felt good, then that therapist isn't for you. You're not finding the right person. So just allow yourself to, make sure you're finding the right therapy for you. Because even if the therapy, she goes, I have PTSD and I'm a medic and it's mandatory therapy. The thing is that you make sure it's mandatory. So make sure you find who you want to talk to, because if you don't, it's going to be pointless. It's going to feel like a waste of your time. You're not going to take them for what they're trying to provide for you. And if someone's making you feel silly when you're talking to them, then it's not who you're supposed to be talking to.
The thing of it is, even if this is mandated, you can say to whoever's mandating it, your work or whatever, I don't feel like I'm connecting to this particular counselor. Can I please find somebody else that is within our circle, or within however insurance or however it's paid? Because if you're not connecting to that particular person, you're not. And I'm going to be honest, I've even gone to counseling and had that where I'm like, I don't even think this person's listening to me.
She said, yep, exactly. Just go with it so the therapy session ends faster. Yeah, see, that's not how you're supposed to feel when you're going through therapy. You want to be able to feel like you're when I tell people about therapy, because technically I'm a therapist, and I tell people you've got to find that person that connects with you, someone who's
It's
going
like
to
when you get psychic readings, not every psychic's going to connect with you, or you're not going to feel as connected to some psychics as you would others, because it's an energy exchange. So, and sometimes the way that the counselor may word things to you or say things to you, it might not get through to you. If something doesn't resonate with you and isn't working for you, you need to switch to somebody else. And you can do that. Just ask. They'll let you do that. Tell them you don't feel that you're getting anything out of it and you'd like to talk to somebody else. They will find you somebody else. I keep seeing are you with a woman or a man right now? Because I keep seeing a man, but I feel like you'd do better with a woman.
Thank you so much, she said.
Welcome.
All right. Haley, I hope that helps. Just take into consideration what we were saying. It will benefit you. She says, "Oh, you meant therapist. It's a woman."
Yeah, because I keep seeing a man around this too, so you may switch.
Or she's a masculine woman.
Yeah.
Sometimes that masculine energy will shine stronger than the actual physical person. Sometimes it comes to a feminine energy too, where even a man's energy, even though he's a man, they radiate feminism than they do masculine, and it can be triggered that way.
What I actually saw was a man, and then I saw it switching over to a woman, so I thought she might switch from one versus the other.
Beth Kelly, Gifts of Faith is on My Psychic Connection under Gifts of Faith, and it's My Psychic Connection. We don't give out personal information and things like that. Facebook pages, things like that. We don't give out personal information. If you'd like to get a reading with her, you can find her at mypsychicconnection.com.
I'm not signed on right now, obviously, because I'm on the show. Yeah. But I will be on tomorrow morning.
She says, thank you. You're welcome, Beth. She got a reading with you the other night, so. She's, there was a return email on that. I know there was. They returned the email.
Oh, that was the woman about her son. I was wondering why she didn't call, because I remember you said.
Yeah, I know that she's going to call through, so just get prepared. She's going to be contacting you, but she's got to find you on the site first, apparently. All right, Beth, thank you so much. All right, we're going to take one more question. That's coming from Teresa Talbot. Thank you, Haley. Thank you for jumping. We appreciate it, girl. You're strong. You're your own Power Ranger. Just make sure that you know that. All right. Teresa says, hi, just wanted to ask a question. I'm getting married soon and just wanted to know, do you see my mom being there? We are super excited. My mom is disabled, but I would really love for her to be there. My fiance is from the US and I am from Canada. So, Teresa, we definitely, I'm going to tell you that, yes, I do see that. I do feel that, she will be there. The energy to me, it does feel like special planning to make it happen. And I do feel like, yeah, you can make it happen. So the answer to that is yes. I see excitement all the way around. This is just a very special day. So I want you to take in all the joy. Don't let anybody get your nerves going, because I know that your nerves right now are going to get triggered, and you might find yourself so overly nervous that it may come out like bitching, but you're not really. You're just biting your nails to the nub and exposing them nerves. So, but the thing is it looks good. I see your mother there. I feel like it's a very awe moment for you. So I'm very, very excited for you. That's super awesome. She says, I got my dress and everything. I'm so excited. It's beautiful. And you're going to look beautiful in it. You're just going to add so much more beauty to that dress. No one's going to see the dress. They're going to see you, and they're going to see all that beauty. You could have been walking down the aisle in a potato sack, and they're still going to think you're beautiful. So keep that in mind. It's not all about that dress, girl. It's about the love that you share with the person you're marrying. But I know a woman loves her dress, and I'm not taking that from you, but I'm just letting you know that things are good. And, you know, says, I got older kids. Do you see them there? Yes, I do. They're going to congratulate you on that, honey. They're going to be there for your special day. I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Faith, what do you got?
Okay, couple things. Before you even said anything about the dress, I saw the dress. Now, so let me ask you, because I'm seeing this. Do you have is it a trumpet style or a mermaid style dress? Because I'm feeling this being more fitted, and it's really, really pretty. And Journey, just on a side note, for a woman, it is about the dress. We want the dress because we want to feel
She
beautiful.
said I got it at David's Bridal, but I'm letting her know the dress is not going to outshine her own beauty.
No, it won't. No, I know you got it. I wasn't asking where you got it. I just feel like it's like a trumpet style or like a mermaid, like a fitted type of dress, and it's very, very pretty. I do feel like your kids are going to be there. Your mother is going to be there, okay? Now, just like Journey said, I see that there will be some things that you're going to have to do to get her physically there. And I do feel like, does your mother have problems walking or like some type of issue like with needing help with walking? Because I'm seeing her sitting and needing assistance with walking or with movement. But I do feel her there. And I feel like you guys are going to have a great time. There's going to be beautiful pictures. Your kids are going to be there. So don't worry about that.
She said yes to the dress. She goes, no, it's poofy, but not so poofy.
Right. But I feel like it's fitted and then it kind of flares out toward the bottom a little bit. It's too look really pretty in it though. Super, super pretty. And go ahead. Sorry, Journey.
She says, yes, my mom has troubles walking. She's diabetic and has to as well. She's she was in a very bad car accident with the ambulance she was on at a campsite. She almost died too as well, and the people in the ambulance truck did not buckle her in, so she scuffed a lot of her. She suffered a lot of brain damage. Sorry.
Oh,
Let's figure out the dress.
So I keep seeing your mom sitting down a lot. So I don't know if she's going to be in a wheelchair or primarily sitting since she can't do a lot of movement, but she will be there. Okay. And I just want to say something, and I don't say this in a lot of readings, but I feel that the person that you're with now is your person. You've struggled for a long time with relationships and situations, and you had a lot of hesitation. Like, I feel like your spouse really had to get you to go around the corner and know that you deserve love and stuff. And this is going to be a happy, happy time in your life because this person is your person, and it's not everybody finds their person. So I'm really happy for you.
All right, guys. Teresa, thank you so much for your question tonight. That is the end of our show. We will be back on Monday. So, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, we are back. This is season 2. And, guys, it is going to be a great show. Remember, we have a contest running for who jumps the most during the season. That'll win an Apple iPad. And then we also have our daily giveaways that is going to be, minutes for the site and some other prizes that we're going to have. We'll have a bigger prize each month. So you guys hopefully get to tune in. Remember, $1 of your guys' donations has been going to our charity, which is Salvation Army, so we can get those families those turkeys. So.
And don't forget about my show on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 1 hour. I will be with you on Monday with our new host, Catherine.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Faith, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's always a pleasure. And, guys, don't forget to tune in on Monday at 6 p.m. for Faith's new show. And then again at 10 p.m. Eastern for MPC Live. Until then, this is Journey Ryan and Gifts of Faith. We're signing off. Have a great night, everybody.